Harold Hill. And this is the revolutionary, false revolutionary, should we say false prophets that are out here today. Just like Bill O'Reilly, Mr. C.I. Mockingbird, that is a stooge. He's a child molester that was seen by CIA personnel in a whorehouse in Panama in the 1980s having sex with 12 to 15-year-old girls. These are the people at Fox News. And then you have Greenberg that owns the place, that is not as, the financed by Leonard Millman, my ex-in-law, Mr. Mega Mossad out of Denver, Colorado, and that's where Fox News originated from. And they own and control the media across this country today.
You're talking about Rupert Murdoch Greenberg. He basically reports to the Israeli Mossad. I mean, this is the type of crap you have on Fox News. I mean, you got Sean Hannity, who's an FBI informant and worked with the FBI for years.
I call him Lugerhead.
Lugerhead, yeah. Well,
Lugerhead.
Yeah, well.
That's what he is.
The guy's a misfit. I mean, he just takes over. He takes these, and then you got MSNBC. You got Keith Olbermann, who just sits there and just does, he just reads talking points for Obama on a daily basis. You've got Chrissy Poo Matthews. I mean, they're exploiting this situation with the congressman from South Carolina. It's all racism. Some of it may be, but they're using this now to divert away from the real story about the banks and the problems we have with our economy and the fact that we're broke. MSNBC specializes in talking about that their three favorite subjects: race, homosexuals getting married, and abortions. That's their favorite subject matter. That's called the left-right duality. I call it the left-right box.
And Keith Olbermann, here about a year ago, he was telling a lot of truth. And suddenly Obama comes in, and within a month or two, he's an Obama supporter.
But then you get this CNN with this Wolf Blitzer, who is nothing but a complete misfit.
Israeli Mossad.
John King, who does his show in the morning, they just talk about that health care ad nauseum. I mean, they know that this health care debate will divert away from the other issues which we outline here on this program. Wolf Blitzer, takes his orders from the Mossad. He puts on people like David Gergen, Gloria Borger, who says things like, the American people aren't interested in getting to the bottom of what Bush did. What a misfit. And then, of course, I've already detailed Morton Zuckerman, who's on MSNBC. These people are all on the take, and they are rotten and filthy lowlifes. That's all they can be described as. I mean, they sure went after Caroline Kennedy because they're afraid of her because her father was against the Federal Reserve. That's what that was all about, wasn't it, Stu?
That's very true. And, Tom, I've been advocating right on my website. The question is it time to arrest public officials? The question should also be, is it time to arrest media?
Well, I can tell you there's a lot of people in the media that are guilty of misprision felonies. Now, they will hide behind the First Amendment, claiming they have a right to say what they want and do what they want. That was adjudicated in the Valerie Plame leak case when the reporter was forced to testify. They've taken out, you see, what they wanted to do, they wanted a Bush-Clinton crime family monarchy. And any politician or any individual who got in their way needed to be dirtied up, smeared, or even framed. That was their goal, and that was their plan, and look what it did for the country. It destroyed it. Now they know the American people are onto them, so they don't know what to talk about.
And, Tom, when we talk about the Bush-Clinton crime syndicate, we're talking about, basically, George Herbert Walker Bush being the head honcho, giving orders. Are we not?
Yes, we are, Stu. We're talking about these people. These people are beyond negotiation. Let me just say that. They're beyond negotiating with. They have done so much damage to our country, and they have destroyed it. By the way, the other one media type I like to mention is Joe Klein of Time Magazine. He was the architect of the anti-Caroline Kennedy smear operation. He's an anti-Gentile bigot. He's covered up along for years the activities of the Bush-Clinton True Colors assassination teams. And again, you're dealing with a guy who again is on the take. These people get paid $5 million a year to lie. To lie. That's pretty good, isn't it?
A lot of money.
A lot of money. Great deal of money. And they sit there and they just continue to lie because they get their money. That's all they're concerned about.
I would ask the question, I wonder if they would continue lying, say if some patriotic American, they come off they come out of their studio and there was a few patriotic Americans there with baseball bats and sent a message to them, you know, that we don't want you lying on the air anymore. You know,
we're not going to advocate.
I'm not going to advocate that at all.
I told you to. No,
yes.
We're not talking.
Not advocating that.
We're not talking about using baseball bats on people. But what I am going to talk about is bringing these people to justice. And I think
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but we're going to have to go to a break. We're a little past our halfway mark, and we'll be right back, okay?
Thank you.
This is Freedom Fighters for America Radio, and this is a Tom Heneghan, Stu Webb Intel Hour, and we'll return momentarily.
We're in a delicate situation, Stu. You can't advocate.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. I'm not saying.
I do.
Okay.